Oi, eu sou a Vanessa.
E eu sou o Luciano.
No programa de hoje, continuamos nossa cobertura exclusiva da Electronic Entertainment Expo, a maior feira de videogames do mundo, também conhecida como E3.
Aproveitando que as atenções do mundo dos games estavam voltadas para Los Angeles, a Square Enix organizou um pequeno evento para mostrar suas novidades.
Com jogos para os portáteis e consoles de nova geração, sucessos como Dragon Quest, Sword of Mana e Valkyrie Profile estão de volta.
Mas a grande estrela não poderia ser outra. Pode esperar uma série de games Final Fantasy que estarão presentes em todos os consoles.
Last year, we were thrilled at our first glimpse of the next generation game consoles. This year, it is a turn of the game software and services companies to show just how they are meeting the challenges thrown down before them. Don't take your eyes off us, not even for an instant.
While there is so much we have to share with you in terms of the next gen, we have an impressive lineup for the current gen. Square Enix has expanded its handheld lineup on the Nintendo DS with a brand new title, Dragon Quest Heroes Rocket Slide.
Ready, aim, fire! Fight those menacing monster tanks!
And the long-awaited premiere of Final Fantasy III, the only title in the franchise to never be localized for North America. In addition, Final Fantasy V and VI Advance will be released for the GBA. Also, for the DS, the Mana series continues to Children of Mana with Dawn of Mana in the works for PS2.
新しいファイナルファンタジーの形として2003年に発売されましてご好評いただきましたファイナルファンタジークリスタルクロニクル、その最新作につきまして予約本日皆さんにご紹介できることになりました。1本は任天堂 DS でそしてもう1本は任天堂の新型機 Wii で
ここでスクエアエニックスが全力を挙げて制作を進めています次世代プロジェクトをご紹介いたします。口頭で説明する前にまずはご覧ください。
これまでのファイナルファンタジーシリーズの中でも、最も文明度が進んだ未来の世界を舞台に描いています。クリスタルが導く魔法とテクノロジーが融合し進化した誰も見たことのない未来世界。
Pouca gente discorda que a maior estrela da última E3 foi a Nintendo.
Apresentando ao público pela primeira vez o seu novo console, a empresa foi o grande destaque da feira e levou centenas de pessoas ao seu stand.
A fila para testar o Wii era imensa. Teve gente que ficou 4 horas esperando para jogar um pouquinho na novidade.
Mas o PlayZone furou a fila para você e mostra em primeira mão como será o futuro dos videogames, segundo a Nintendo.
Press conference, we saw the actual Wii Sports, a mentioning of the Wii Sports. Right here we're standing in front of the suite of tennis. So as you can see in the background, people are interacting and with the actual game in a completely different way. Never before has the controller been swung around like a racket and interact that way with it. And that's one of the things that's really revolutionary about the Wii system, or the Wii console, is that it's really interactive. The movement of your hand is recognized, and it makes the game really intuitive and really breaks the barrier to anybody that's actually trying to play games. So if your mom wants to play it, and it looks like she's having fun, all she has to do is know how to move her hand, and she could play a game of tennis with you or other Wii Sports games. All right, so we've talked about how Nintendo is an and company, and we've shown you some of the titles that are not necessarily the hardcore titles or the titles that Nintendo are known for. But Nintendo's not forgetting about the hardcore gamer. And right behind it, you see a new game of Mario where it's a completely new adventure, and it interacts very similar to the way the N64 did. So all those feelings that you had while playing the N64 version, you'll have playing Mario Galaxy. What Nintendo's console would be complete without Legend of Zelda in its library? The Nintendo Wii console will actually launch with the Legend of Zelda. So you will be able to play it and interact with it in a completely new, different way. The game is beautiful. The graphics are stunning. We're promised by Mr. Miyamoto that it's going to be the biggest game yet. So behind me we see Metroid Prime 3 Corruption, which is the newest game in the Metroid Prime series. This is coming on the Wii console as well. And as you can see, the actual control of the game is going to be a lot different. It's no longer are you controlling Samus, but you become Samus with the interaction of actually pointing on the screen where you want to actually point and shoot. Very similar in style or in concept to what we saw on the Nintendo DS with Metroid Prime Hunters. Okay, so we talked a lot about market expansion and getting everybody to play. So how are we going to do that? With titles like Wii Sports, titles like the airplane game, where you're actually physically moving an airplane like you did when you were a kid, pretending that it was flying. All those games that are really intuitive, really easy to do, are going to be available on Wii console. And it's something that we can see that everybody can do. We've seen a lot of people come through here and actually play the baseball game, and it's as easy as swinging your bat. You don't have to press any buttons, you just swing your hands and make contact with the ball. Very similar in style to what you do in a real baseball game. So again, it opens it up for anybody that could actually do that can play a Wii console.
E assim termina o PlayZone de hoje, a sua fonte diária de informação e entretenimento.
Não vai esquecer, PlayZone de segunda a quinta às 9 da noite e de sexta a domingo, semana PlayZone neste mesmo horário.
Até amanhã.
Um super beijo.